Hey guys, are you ready? The Art of Comics Part 2 of the wonderful Bill Sienkiewicz's Mutants and Moon Knights and Assassins Artifact Edition. Very excited to do Part 2 with you. I love this book. If you want to know about me and my work, go check out my Patreon link below. And there you will see all my comics, the scripts I'm working on, the film projects I've done, all that stuff. You can check it out right there. And a lot of it is F-R-E-E, gratis. So check it out. Now, on to the show. Let's check this book out.
Are you ready?
Okay, you guys ready for Part 2? We are here. Okay, right where we left off. We're still working on these New Mutant stuff. And it is fabuloso, okay? Está muy bueno. Está muy bueno. You know, a nose doesn't look like this, right? Your nose is not this angled. But you put some style into it, you know? And you add a little bit of flair and style, and it works, and it's okay to do it. And you don't have to make it look perfectly anatomical. Let me show you the topi. Where's the topi? Talked about topi. Where's my topi book? Okay, forget the topi. Just look up Google topi. Okay, I can't find it right now, and I don't want to waste time looking for the damn topi. But there's a collection of topi. I think Archaea was doing it. Look up Italian artist Sergio Topi, and you'll see where people like Sienkiewicz and Frank Miller and those got some inspiration. It is a magnifique. So again, remember I talked about last episode, the blockiness. I do like the blockiness of her ass and the calf and the blockiness here, you know, but it works because it's really based on reality as far as the planes, right? This blockiness works because we understand, like Bridgman, right? If we look at Bridgman's work, okay, hang on, let me get it, so I tell you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm back with the topi. This is what I'm talking about when I say topi. This is topi. I did a video on topi, so go look at that, okay? This is topi. Do you see this? Do you see what I'm talking about? This is what Sienkiewicz... Now, feel free to ask him at a con if Sergio Topi's not an influence, and I would be astounded if he said no. But then again, you know, Mike Mignola doesn't know Alex Toth, wasn't a fan of Alex Toth. So it's like, well, shit. Because I would say he looked at Toth, but he didn't. So I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that he was influenced by this. I think there was an interview somewhere he talked about it. This is Topi. He's brilliant. If you don't have this, go get these. These are by Archaea. And there's like 4 volumes of this. Okay, but going back to this idea of the blockade and how it's based in reality. Well, the reason why I say it's based in reality is because Bridgman, if you guys know who George Bridgman is, he is kind of one of those pillars of drawing from decades or century ago, maybe by now. He's the guy who people go to for anatomy. He's got a certain style. There's a certain kind of... way to it. Maybe I can do a video on this. Comment if you want me to do a video, I will. But look at here. We're talking about the planes, right? And so, yeah, these blockages, like Legos, okay? That's why he does, this is this, right? So it's blocky. It doesn't look like human anatomy, but it does because it's really obeying the rules of the planes of the body. So these planes of the body, right, is really what informs us to what is a butt or a foot or a leg or whatever, right? So that's what he's using. He's using these kind of art techniques of understanding the body. Here's a great one, right? The arm, right? And you break it down in these blocks. So if you draw it, Carol, with this, you know what these are, and he knows the anatomy. So That's what he's going for here, and it works. So that was, hopefully that made sense for those of you who are art folk. And if you're not art folk and you just love the storytelling, then this channel works for you too, because we got other stuff to talk about. Love these just like Sharpie marker or something he's using just for the textures of this tablecloth. This has a lot of different textures. This, this almost looks like a Jean-Paul Leon image, right? Where there's all these different things going on, a lot of detail. Heavy line work, a lot of brush work, a lot of brush on this one. You can tell this is all like brushes. A lot of this is brush. That's brushes, some brushes. So, there's that one image. Remember the duotone? Looks great. Gives it that kind of like feel. In fact, this could even be a photograph that's been modified. I mean, he definitely used a photo reference. So I'm not sure where the original thing here, but I would really like that effect. Really cool. And again, this looks just like Topi, right? We're just looking at these. I love the staggered figures. Great sense of blacks. Just really good use of blacks. This here, the silhouettes under the Quinjet, sorry, the Blackbird. I was gonna call it a Quinjet. Another thing that he does a lot is this kind of Bob Peak. I don't have a Bob Peak book, so look up Bob Peak. If you don't know who that is, you'll recognize his stuff. It has this kind of Bob Peak look where this kind of, again, this blocky outline within some modeling kind of shading and shadows in the face. Really, really well done. He does this a lot, and it's great. One of my faves. Yeah, that's got to be an image. It looks the same thing. Doing all kinds of cool tricks. I like when he kind of experiments. Bill Sienkiewicz did some really cool experimental stuff. And we'll get to it once we get over here to the Electra Assassin. We'll get to that. Some just really cool, innovative stuff. Here we're going, remember that duo shade I was talking about last time? Yeah, you can see a lot of that in this. Which is great if it's a black and white. I wonder how much that messes up the colorist, because the colorist has to go over this. So I'm curious what a colorist would say. It's like, oh great, now like I can't really put too many different values of red in here because it's already got those. I'd be curious if it makes it easier or harder. Love this. Notice this very inorganic, geometric type lines for the face and the eyes and the nose. Very blocky. I like it. And this is really well rendered. And the shading is perfectly lit. Oh, I love that. Really super highlight there. Here too. I mean, this whole thing, right? We just sit here and just look at this. It's brilliant stuff. And then, you put a little bit of an eraser, you kind of scratch off that little highlight there of the nose. And that just like pops it out so much more. He does it again here. It might not even be needed there, but this works really well. Look at me saying something. Sorry. I'm just saying what I think. I don't know. What do I know? Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, great. Again, really putting a lot of different, fabrics is a great opportunity to put texture on things. And putting different fabric types really create variety for the eye and makes it more exciting and dynamic and interesting. And art. That's what art is. There's all these different things in here. Now, in reality, you probably would never see this. Pillows, blankets, and sheets all with different textures or patterns. We would want it all harmonious But for art, it looks cool that everything's like different. You know. But Martha Stewart's not gonna have that kind of stuff. Oh, look at the great musculatures here. Look at all this. Those muscles. Little Frazetta love there. Frazetta did wonderful work, pen and ink. If you only know Frazetta's stuff, his painted stuff, go look at his pen and ink. He did wonderful stuff. He even did a comedic kind of comics stuff too. Now here we'll see more of this in his painted work, where he goes a really thick line, really pops that out. And this technique gets used a lot in the last 20 years, where you'll make things really kind of blocked out. Great. This is what I love. This is where I consider this kind of the artsy fartsy world, where we have a kind of classic illustration image, and he really just bumps it up and uses these brushes and really makes it fun and just good art. Just really, really good. Really, really nice. He shines on these big pieces. He really does. Okay. We're doing on time. We're doing great on time. Let's get some covers. His painting work, really his covers and painting is really what kind of probably blew people's mind, because that's what they saw originally. And he did some wonderful work here. And again, like Beasley or other artists, you know, he's using a lot of different techniques. Airbrush, you can tell, watercolor, acrylics, maybe even oil at sometimes. I'm not sure about that, but really going to town on these. And if he wants to, he can do a beautiful black and white piece. Now we're going to go into the Moon Knight. The Moon Knight section. Now the Moon Knight, what year was this? Because I thought this was before the New Mutants. Let's go look. Does it say? It does not say. Maybe we will see if we can see a little hint. I thought this was prior. I think it is. I think he did Moon Knight before he did The Mutants. Doesn't quite make sense why they put the book like that, though. Classic old school duo Zipatone stuff, which is fun. This is much more... Is this his inks over another penciler? I think it is. Let's look. I think this is... Ah, darn it. Doesn't say here. But I think it is. But I could be wrong. Let me know. I don't have it on me, and I'm recording right now, so I don't want to look it up. But I would be interested to know if these are inks over somebody else. Or it could just be his first stuff. And this is what he was doing, because it does got that. Remember, I was talking about Neil Adams last episode. It does have a little bit of that Neil Adams look. You know, a lot. This looks like Neil. You know, the cape, the very Batman. You know, look. This. You know, doesn't look like the Sienkiewicz we grow to know. But you know, I'm not saying it couldn't be his. It could be. It's a great panel, by the way. I like the blacks and the shading. I like the way she looks right off like that. It's a good one. Oh, look at this. Yeah, see how different that is to this stuff? Now look at this. Yeah, he's really going hard on the different textures and stuff. The Zipatone in here. And this is very loose. Really kind of a loose look. There, look at this. Is Topi, dude. That is freaking Sergio Topi. Look. Here. I mean, this kind of stuff here is this stuff. It's that's what this is. You got to get this book, you guys. Wonderful book. Yeah. Great work. Some jazz. Look at this. I love splatter stuff, dude. I love it. I love Swatter. I love the Zipatone. I like all the textures. I like all the flavor of the art, you know? No, I like Chris Ware too, don't get me wrong, but if I could choose, I would pick this stuff. It's a great, very kind of classic pose, and then with some really fun background to really give it a flavor. Some stank. Put a little stank on that. This toy looks like Neil Adams. It's not though. Who's BM? I don't know who that is. Or it could just be Bill. Yeah. Oh, that might be Bill. Okay, Bill. Doing a little bit of cleanup here, redoing some of that. And if you look at it, it's not very tight at all. It's very loose. I think he just went in there and just went to town. Kind of like, you know, Adams would do. It's not like superly controlled like some stuff. Wow, look at this. Whoa, what is this? Oh, I would love to see the original. It would be so vibrant, I bet. Oh my gosh, that is cool. Love that image. So nice. That is cool. Very freaking cool. Okay, we're gonna do part 3 as Electra because this is a whole nother ball game. We're doing a part 3. That's right, part 3. Thanks for watching, you guys, and take care. Bye.